Welcome back, guys, to FitFocus. Today we're doing back.
We're gonna be doing lat pull downs, rows, seated rows, lat pullovers, and for our warm up, we're gonna be doing pull-ups.
To start off with back, I like doing warm-ups. We're doing warm-ups on pull-ups. And then Alright, so rows is pretty good for strength, and depending on how you do it, you can target your lats, which is right here, or you can do upper back, depending on how you do it. So let me just demonstrate on how to do it for your upper back. So Brennan did it for like lower lats. He like really went deep, like right here. So Brennan went like as like low to almost to the ground, so you can target mostly your lats. So how I like doing it, I like tilting my back a little bit more upwards, so I can target more of my upper back and mid like traps. So yeah, you just tilt your back more upwards. You just keep row. And so according to professional bodybuilder Chris Bumstead, he likes doing his rows very differently depending on how which muscle he wants to target at that back day. So as you can see, he likes doing what I'm doing right now, targeting more your upper back, or he likes doing it like really getting low to the ground, so you can feel more of that lower back or the lats, as you can see here.
Another thing is you can also do underhand grip while you're doing rows, but I don't really recommend this because it really doesn't make a bigger difference while working out, and you increase your chance of hurting your wrist. So I really don't suggest doing underhand. I recommend using lifting straps on any pulling movements on back day, due to these helps you use less of your forearms and more of your back. So you feel your back way more while doing any pulling movements instead of your forearms or biceps. So I really recommend buying lifting straps and using.
Alright, for our second exercise, we're doing lat pull downs. And for pull downs, you can do, I guess, wider grip. That'll hit mostly lats. That'll make you just wider in general. But to make it a little easier, in my opinion, and you can add a little bit more weight, you can go a little bit closer. This will hit more of your, I guess, entire back-ish, but it won't hit your lats as much. It's more balanced, and you can add more weight. And to get started, you kind of set yourself up, have your hands gripped. You can have your thumbs over the bar or under. You can also include straps. You kind of just use your weight to pull it down, wedge your legs in there, and you just pull down. You can stop higher, you can stop lower. You can even stop down here, which doesn't feel right for me. I like to stop around here, which feels the best for my lats, but everyone's different. And you can kind of just do that. You can stretch a little more at the top and really pull your lats apart and then bring it back down, or you can stop a little short around here. There's a bunch of different ways you can do it. Yeah.
So as you saw Brennan demonstrated, lat pull downs is far out the best exercise you can do on any back day. Due to it's so versatile, you can use different attachments. As you saw, Brennan was using the straight bar. I like using the V grip because it more targets your lats. So it pretty much comes down to personal choice on how you like to do it and which attachment you like to use on the lat pull down. I'm using more of the V grip because it mostly targets more of your lats instead of your upper back. And it's pretty much the same thing how you do like the regular pull down. It's just, you just have like more narrow grip for the bar instead of under, so you feel more in the back. And since it's a narrow grip, it mostly targets your lats. You really want to feel your lats and pull with your elbows instead of your biceps or forearms, because most of the work goes to the forearms while you're pulling with your biceps or forearms. So you really want to pull with your elbows, feel that back stretch. You don't want to go all the way down. You want to like have the bar like below or above your chin, and just keep doing this. Feel the stretch instead of under, so you feel more in the back. And since it's a narrow grip, it mostly targets your lats. You really want to feel your lats and pull with your elbows instead of your biceps or forearms, because most of the work goes to the forearms while you're pulling with your biceps or forearms. So you really want to pull with your elbows, feel that back stretch. You don't want to go all the way down. You want to like have the bar like below or above your chin, and just keep doing this. Feel the stretch while you're doing the pull down, and this is pretty much it. I would suggest doing like at least getting the 8 to 10 reps to failure while doing this. And that's pretty much it. On to the next workout.
Exercise. This is seated rows. And these are pretty good for hitting your lats and kind of a decent portion of your back. It's just a little different than a lat pull down. It's more focused on the mid to lower lat. You can do different attachments. This one is pretty good. I like this one a lot. You could just do that lat pull down. It's kind of weird, but you could go a lot wider grip on there for this. It's just up to personal preference. And to kind of get started, you kind of just plant your feet. You kind of sit, arch your back a little bit, get a little bit of leverage, and just pull. It shouldn't be so heavy to where you're like that, it's too heavy for you. You shouldn't be doing that. Your reps should be really controlled, like really good. You could sit like this and do it like this, really arch your back, and just kind of do it like that, nice and slow. A really good stretch all the way down. Or you could go even further, like this, and pull it like that. I like doing it like that. It did hurt my lat once, but it does really, really stretch your lats. Just be careful, make sure you're hydrated before you do this. And don't be doing it like this and swinging, because that'll hurt your lower back. Just be nice and slow. And do it way you can really control.
Exercise is pullovers. This is really helpful for your lats. As you can see, I'm using a rope, but you can use different attachments of your choosing. There's a straight bar, there's another straight bar. You can just pick whatever fits your style. But I like using a rope because I feel much better in my lats. So you just like step away from the machine, and you want to stretch your lats, and you kind of want to pull with your elbows, not with your forearms. And you almost want to be like right next to your torso, so you can feel more of your lats. And you just pull, and you just stretch it out, pull and stretch it out. I like doing this as a final exercise in my back days. Sam Solik suggests this as a finisher because, like I said, try not to use as much heavy weight. You really want to focus on the stretch. And I really noticed a lot of growth on my lats for doing this a year and a half. So that's a rundown of our back day that we like doing. We did rows, seated rows, lat pull downs, and pullovers.
Make sure, guys, to emphasize that deep stretch on your lats when you're pulling with the weights. Make sure you really get that deep stretch, and make sure you pull with your elbows, not your forearms, so you don't look like this.
And make sure to buy those lifting straps that I showed you guys. They're super cheap and they're really helpful for pulling movements. And stay tuned for our next YouTube video on JHS Creative Communications.